Today we want to talk about a reserve booking scenario for an unconventional shale play. All right, so you're working for a private company in the Delaware Basin. They're active in the Delaware, and a lot of drilling going on. So you've been assigned to this new area shown here, which is an active Wolfcamp A development area. And the horizontal wells are color-coded on the map based on their projected EUR. All right, so to the south, originally the wells were 5,000 foot laterals with average EUR of 500,000 barrels. And then the later wells are starting to be longer, 10,000 foot laterals, and these several wells have averaged 775,000 BOE, which is very economic and attractive. All right, so your company has just purchased these two sections. And there are some older, deeper Wolfcamp A wells that were drilled on your blocks. So you've been assigned to develop the field and book the reserves. All right, so you review the area and you notice that several years ago a well was permitted here, but due to low oil prices it expired, they didn't drill it. And then a even earlier operator had drilled a well up to the north, a 4,900 foot lateral, and has an EUR of 375,000 barrels oil equivalent. And at today's oil and gas prices and drilling costs, that well would be uneconomic or at best marginally economic. So you're reviewing the area, trying to see, what's the best way to develop it, and you, based on existing spacing from the offset wells, you say, well, in black, we could probably lay out 5 possible 10,000 foot laterals because those are the most economic. So can we book proved reserves for these wells? How many are proved PUDs? Are some of them probable? All right, so we need to evaluate and book the reserves for this new acreage. How would you do it? All right, so here's the area again that we've been assigned to. Again, we had these highly economic 10,000 foot laterals drilled just next to your acreage, and your management is planning to drill 5 wells in the new acreage circled in outlined in yellow. Now you're a private company, but you generally try to go by SEC reserve booking rules because some of your capital providers want that. All right, so we have, based on the offset wells, the management has approved 5 10,000 foot laterals that they're going to drill in the next 12 months. So let's start evaluating these possible locations. So the 2 in green would be the closest to the high production 10,000 foot lateral. So we're going to put them as PUD, proved undeveloped, and we're going to use 700,000 barrels of oil equivalent reserves for those 2 wells each, based on an analogy, but a little bit conservative because we only have 2 wells to get the average. The next 2 in black, we're going to book these as probable reserves of 650,000, a little lower, a little more conservative. And then the final well in red, we're going to book it as a possible location with 600,000 barrels reserves. And because the wells to the north appears to be a little bit not quite as good. So that's how we would do it. So how would you do it? We'd love to know your opinion and your thoughts. So please give them to us in the comments. Thanks.